Hi, I'm on the 15th hole here at True Blue down in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. This is a really, really long par 5. It's over 600 yards, so I can't get there in 2, which from a course management standpoint, if I'm not hitting my driver very well or if it's a narrow hole, I might as well just hit a 3-wood or a 5-wood off the tee if I can't get there in 2 shots. This is a pretty wide fairway, so I'm probably going to use my driver no matter what. But that's something to take into consideration. If you can't get there in 2, whether it's a long par 4 or a long par 5 that's not reachable, just hit 3-wood off the tee. Keep it in play, because your second shot, you're still going to hit pretty far and hopefully just have a wedge into the green anyway. First thing I'm looking at here is these tee markers are actually pointed over to the right. So you want to be really careful about that. Always get behind and look to see where they're going, because you can be easily lulled into aiming in that same direction. And there's a big fairway bunker out there that looks pretty reachable. Actually, I already shot it with my rangefinder, so I know it's reachable. So be careful about that. I really want to get more over here to the side and step in and get my club face aimed in the right direction. Another thing I see a lot on the teeing ground is players will just kind of naturally tee up their ball directly between the markers. In other words, not favoring one side or the other. They just go right to the middle in hopes that they're going to hit a straight shot. Well, let's face it, most everybody does curve the ball a little bit. Most everybody has a kind of a go-to shot or their natural ball flight. So take advantage of being able to use the entire width of the teeing ground. It'll make it easier to line up for your natural shot. So in this instance, if I'm a fader of the ball, I'm coming over here to the right side of the teeing ground, so it's much, much easier to aim over to the left and allow for that cut or fade. So I get over here, I've got a lot more room to aim left. Also, now I'm not lined up with that bunker that's only about 180 yards from here. There's a ton of room over to the left, but I want to get over here to the right to make it easier to aim to the left and allow for that fade back into the middle of the fairway. And if your natural shot is a draw or you're trying to hit one intentionally, now I'm coming over here to the left side of the tee box. You notice I'm not even standing between the markers. Only your golf ball has to be between the markers. So I can get way over here to the left. Now I've got tons of room to aim out to the right and try to hit that sweeping draw that hopefully will also end up in the middle of the fairway. So remember, take advantage of the width of the teeing ground. You don't just have to line up right in the very middle of it. It can really improve your angles. And one other little tip about the teeing ground, especially on par 3s, don't forget you can go back as many as 2 club lengths behind the markers. Any more than that, and that's a penalty. But just a couple yards like that can really make a difference. If you think you have a little too much club for the shot, don't forget you can move back a couple club lengths.